Well, getting back to the band, we are, we're on fire right now. We got our drummer of 22 years, John Kinsey. He had decided that him and his wife and his mother-in-law decided they're going to buy a big ranch out in Arkansas, where I guess his mother-in-law's from, and he decided he's going to retire. So
Moonshine.
he is, yeah. It's out right outside of Flippin, Arkansas, where they make the boats.
Oh yeah, been there, done that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a great spot.
He got a beautiful ranch, and he's back in his mama passed away here a couple weeks ago, and so he came back to Arizona. We had a chance to visit with him. But John Kinsey's an awesome guy, and been with me 22 years. And we got this new drummer. His name is John Leach, and he is just fabulous. Yeah. And him and Brian Cuban, our bass player, back in the 90s, they got it back when the New Times it was doing band stuff and doing the best of Phoenix. They got rhythm section of the year for 2 years in a row back in the 90s. So I've got a great rhythm section, and Guy Copeland's on the guitar, and it's just amazing. So the band's doing incredibly well.
Well, tell me real quick what happened to George. He was a big part of it. A lot of fun, nice guy.
Great. George is still a nice guy. George Brunson and I go way back. We started the band back in 1979, and from Overguard, and I got to tell you a story how we all met. We moved from bigger towns. I moved from St. John's, which wasn't a big town at all.
Still not,
to Overguard, which was even smaller.
Oh yeah.
In the summer of '79, and the band back then met each other on the school bus. We had to ride the school bus 30 miles to school to Snowflake. And so we couldn't stand each other at first. And I'm looking at my first couple weeks, and I have to get an elective class. I'm thinking, guitar, it can't be that hard. Guitar class, So I took it. So did the other guys. And man, George was the only one really that knew how to play guitar. Well, long story short, we all became very good best friends by the end of the year. We formed the nucleus of the band that's still together today. And we all failed guitar. F. All of us do. Never got one.
Ladies and gentlemen, just for the record, this is one of the finest musicians right here on the planet.
Oh, thank you, man.
Awesome.
I don't know about sheet music and all that stuff, but I love the feel of it and love the feel of music. And that's basically what we're about is, the feel of how things work. It just with people, because music is emotion.
Feel
we're in the
good.
Business of selling emotion. Period.
Make you laugh, make you cry.
There you go. Okay. Well, we were talking about the shutdown, the coronavirus shutdown, and in about 3 months went by, and I'm going, we are literally locked out. I mean, I didn't believe it at first, and I wasn't gonna give up the go. So I just saw all these venues kept we lost tons of work in the first 2 weeks, and then it kept going and kept going, and pretty soon we're not playing anywhere. So about 3 months into this, I call up my buddy John. I said, John, get over here. Let's write a song, man. I'm going crazy. We got to write a song about this. And he's all whispering on the phone. He goes, you don't have the COVID, do you? I said, no, John, I don't got no
Stop
COVID.
it.
I swear. He goes, does Colleen, your girlfriend, does she have it? I said, no, she ain't got no COVID. Come over here. We'll just burn a steak and we'll have a home brew. He goes, you got a cat, don't you? I said, what does a cat have? He was joking, actually. So anyway, he came over, and we sat down and just started talking this out, and got a song called The Coronavirus Blues. Now, my mom, let me preface this. My mom is in a nursing home, and they called me, directly after or before that, and they said, hey, your mom's got the COVID. You might want to come down here. So I go down to the nursing home, and you can't go in. You got the big glass, and it's on the phone, and they wheel her up in there. She's got 4 masks on, and the doctor or the nurse or the caretakers all have their smocks on and everything. She rips that little mask off and says, son, don't live in fear. When Jesus is ready to take me, he's going to take me. Don't live in fear. And guess what? She survived.
Amen.
I'm like, hello.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, she's fine to this day. I'm like, going out. This is awesome. So, having said that, I'm looking at all this and going, man, I got to write a song. It's called The Coronavirus Blues. Can I play it for you?
Oh, go for it.
All
For it.
All right. So this might be a little controversial for people, but you know what?
In here,
Relax.
Welcome to my world.
Well, I know. Sometimes I wonder how you get away with stuff, dude.
I don't.
I'm like, holy.
Yeah, we've had 49 death threats. You figure it out.
Oh, there you go.
See this? I'm ready.
There you go. Perfect.
6 one way and
Years ago,
45.
Opened up for Willie Nelson. Willie is a great entertainer. Not only that, he's just a great guy. He's like talking to your grandpa when you tell him stories.
Yeah, they got to prop him up these days.
Well, for sure. They better bubble wrap him because he's one of the last. Anyway, so he can actually pronounce the name Muggione, too. A lot of the locals can't even do it. People who've lived here all their lives can't pronounce Muggione, but he can.
Moglione.
Monkey Omen.
Oh, yeah.
That's a favorite. His lady goes, what does Monkey Omen mean? It's not Monkey Omen, it's Muggione. And this is my favorite one. This guy walked up to us in concert a number of years ago. I know what a Muggione is. I go, you do? Well, tell me, what is a Muggione? A Muggione is what happens when you rub a monkey. I don't know where that came from, but that's funny.
There wasn't any alcohol involved.
Exactly. No. All right, so the boat song. So we opened up with Willie Nelson on the beach in Cabo San Lucas. It was for Texas Roadhouse, a big corporate to do, and so they flew us down there. Oh, it was so much fun, dude. So imagine the beach all lit up with tiki torches, and we opened it up. The sun went down. He got up there and sang and played, and we get off the stage, and we're standing on the beach with Willie all around this semicircle, circle, you know, and he's telling the story. I couldn't even tell you what the story was. But as he's telling the story, he's rolling up a Willie one, right? So
Willie.
Yeah, Willie. So and then he tells the punchline of the story, and we all laugh, and he lights it, and he hands it to me. Now, freeze right there. What would you guys do if Willie Nelson handed you a Willie torpedo? Would you smoke it?
Oh, yeah.
You almost would have it, right?
I would frame it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'll take it. You're like, yeah, I don't do weed a lot, anymore. But I had it back to him, and I swear to you, I mean, for the next 20 minutes, I stood there. I didn't even know where I was hardly. And I'm like, everybody is staring at me. I started freaking out, and then pretty soon everybody left. Willie did, and everybody. I'm still standing in the same place. I couldn't find my hotel. It was right behind me. I'm freaking out. So I started walking on the beach, and I sat down, and I was watching the waves, and the moon was beautiful. Everything was so surreal. And I wrote this song. It's called The Boat Song. Really? So if I imagine finding an oil lamp and rubbing it.
Are you telling me that Panama Red was hallucinatory?
No, I'm telling you what.
Put you in a
Weed.
coma.
I don't know about Panama Red, but Willie Weed was hallucinatory.
Willie Weed.
All right.